The largest school district in the state, Greenville County, had a strong reaction to the governor's announcement today. I spoke with the district's director of media relations, Tim Waller, just a short time ago, and here's what he had to say. So the district started its statement, its response to the governor's decision today, or his, I guess you could say, recommendation for the schools, by saying that we are incredibly concerned about the governor's comments. What are you most concerned about?
The health and well-being of students and teachers, Ben. Literally, Dr. Royster and the entire district staff has spent literally all summer long looking at ways that we could reopen school possibly in the fall while protecting the health and safety of students and teachers. And then all of a sudden, the governor and a number of other elected officials hold a news conference and strongly urge districts across the state to reopen, not really talking about the health risks or the dangers involved. We were taken aback. We were stunned, quite frankly, by some of the statements that were made.
Well, the superintendent of schools, Molly Spearman, was not at that press conference today. In fact, in the middle of it, she released a statement, not necessarily siding up with the governor on this. So when it comes to submitting plans on Friday, and with all districts, but let's just talk about Greenville County schools, what will be in that proposal and what do you expect to come back?
Well, we are going to submit the plan, and we're going to submit our plan to the State Department of Education, who we answer to. Molly Spearman, of course, is the constitutionally elected superintendent of education in this state, elected by the voters. So we will submit our plans to her. And basically, while the final details are going to be made public, as we've indicated, Tuesday of next week, July 21st, that's when we're going to announce it to parents. What she's going to see is a very reasonable plan, similar to others across the state that we've seen, where we offer both in-person classes for students and their families who desire that, as well as a virtual program. Yeah, that's something the governor touched on today, and that has been our plan all along.
So is what you're going to be proposing and what the governor talked about today, are those two things not lining up with what you're going to propose? So he's wanting the schools to offer schools in-person schooling 5 days out of the week. With what you're going to be proposing, is that not in that?
What we have told parents from the very start is our ultimate goal is to have students and teachers in school 5 days a week when conditions permit. I think what needs to be determined on the heels of the governor's statement today is, are we to then disregard the recent metrics that were released by DHEC, where they basically gave us 3 categories, and each category on a weekly basis would be ranked high, medium, or low. Then we take an average of that to come up with one rating on the COVID-19 spread rate. Are we to toss that aside and say, okay, let's just send students to school 5 days a week? Or do we follow the weekly recommendations of medical and professionals, the scientific community in the state? And right now, our plan is to listen to DHEC, the people who study pandemics and viruses, and take guidance from them.
We were blessed enough to hear from Tim Waller there on a Zoom call just a little bit ago, but there was also a written statement, a full statement, Amy, and we've got that posted on our website, as you know, WSPA.com. It's right there. It's right there. It's the main headline. You can read the full statement right now.